I see you shiver with anticipation.
But it's not my place to judge why people like a weird thing. I never do that.
Then what are you for?
Treachery to intellectual integrity.
Drooling, blithering idiots.
Absolute moral chaos.
What the is wrong with you? What the
What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
Patient.
Life is chaos of nothing.
Life is sacred.
Welcome, everybody! Well, I gotta do this because of wrestling. Finally! The podcast has come back!
Oh, we're here again.
Mike
Oh, my goodness.
How's it going? Oh,
Man,
welcome,
you are maxing
welcome.
out like crazy.
Yeah, but the volume's actually turned down, so it's actually not.
Oh, okay, that's
It doesn't ruin people's headphones.
Oh, man, we have these new fancy mic lapel things.
Yeah, we gotta
That's really
stop.
cool.
It's behind the scenes. We gotta save that for the
my bad,
Patreon.
My bad. It's behind the scenes,
We are late, but so far,
As
no
usual.
fuck ups so far.
Nothing.
We got time. Hold on, we haven't done any part of the visuals yet.
Oh, no,
So,
visuals.
welcome everybody. This is the wait. My name is Spider,
I'm Alexander.
and this is the Freak. Let's see the favorite pop star. Yeah, the
Oh,
Freak
yeah, hey,
and
man.
the Deviant, the podcast. Oops, I put the logo too early. There's the fuck up.
Yep, there you go.
The podcast is about freaking deviant behavior, anything and everything that makes you feel uncomfortable, makes you feel left out by society. Exactly what we'd like to talk about. Welcome, this is episode negative 49. we're past the year, but we've been doing this. We skipped the whole COVID times. I think we did one episode where you had the plague mask.
Oh, yeah, I had the
and
plague mask.
We were
yeah.
talking about how like every 100 years there's a plague, and we nailed it.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's where we're at.
yeah, we had the plague. Plague happened.
The plague happened.
Yeah. Now all we need, let's see. Sorry. We need war, conquest, and death, and then we're done.
And then we're good to go.
Yep, and we're good.
Oh my god! So this is awesome to just be able to do this again because
Yeah.
we haven't had the time or the attention span. Something's always going wrong. I like how your glasses are reflecting the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
you can see like wait.
It's the ring light. Yeah, we got a professional setup going on here. I posted it on the freaking Deviant. By the way, now we have an Instagram.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
freaking Deviant.
Instagram. Sweet.
So find us on Instagram. We're working on a Patreon, which apparently has its own system to reward people with shirts.
Oh, that's
And we already
cool.
have a couple designs ready
We
to
do
go,
have
so
shirts. We have
I'm going to
shirts.
throw that in there. And if you guys like to support us, we don't know what we're offering because the podcast is free. But what do you think we should, like, this is a discussion we should definitely have live.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
air.
So yeah, I
About
got all
what we should
sorts of
offer
stuff.
people.
I mean, we got behind the scenes stuff of some of the weirder things, and I mean, the house is
Yeah,
fascinating.
oh yeah, just show like my living situation.
Yeah, your living situation.
it's
I have
gotta be
all sorts
interesting.
of weird stuff that I do when it comes to like research.
Yeah.
Whenever I research for one of these episodes, it gets kind of weird.
It gets weird.
It gets weird.
That's like the tagline of this show.
Yeah, it gets very weird. Because what'll happen is I'll be talking with somebody and they'll bring up something that either they do or that they're interested in. So I have to then go and research, and I pull up, my VPN. We should probably get sponsored by a VPN at some
Oh,
point.
dude.
I use,
that's like the one thing that everybody wants to sponsor.
Yeah,
VPN sponsors everything.
Yeah, VPN sponsor
And that
everything, but
shitty
I
video
use
game.
them. Yeah.
That
Oh yeah,
shitty
yeah.
video game that everybody.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it on stream, but
Oh yeah, because we're not advertising.
We're not advertising.
Fuck them. I saw the Fact Fiend thing on how like
Yeah.
they made them like it's like you have to read exactly a minute and a half worth of shit that you don't mean. Advertising. I'm a little weird. I seriously doubt we're ever gonna get sponsored unless it's like a condom company or like I'm thinking like toys, like sex toys.
Oh man, I could
Trojan,
try out some sex toys.
I want to get sponsored by Hex. The Hex condoms.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
my
Hex,
favorite
yeah.
fucking condoms. Or who else? Monster Energy drink, which I seriously doubt because they go for like athletes,
Oh yeah. that's fair.
skateboarders, motocross racers, like that's.
Hey, I'm an athlete. I'm really good at what I do.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Come on, tell our viewers what the hell you're about. Like, this is interesting. There's a big chance that there's gonna be a whole lot of new viewers because it's a whole year since we've done it.
It has been a
made a whole
long
lot of new
time.
friends, a lot of people
time.
on my Facebook and Instagram and stuff. So,
Thank you guys for watching.
yeah,
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for listening, for you guys. This is live on YouTube, on Twitch. So on YouTube is The Freaking the Deviant, and Twitch/TV The Freaking the Deviant, I think. And we're also live on freakingdeviant.com. You can see the collection of every episode there. And so the video version is only going to be on Twitch and YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we later on post on like Spotify, Apple, Google, whatever the fuck else. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We used to post. By the way, this is an interesting conversation. We used to post on Pornhub.
We did.
And they shut down our account.
Yep. We're going to have to reestablish our account on Pornhub.
I want to start an OnlyFans and start a channel for porn reactions.
Oh, yeah,
Because we can't do that anywhere else.
No, you can't.
There's just no way.
No.
I think on Pornhub I've seen one or two like where a guy, like a Mormon, reacts to.
Mormon
like,
reacts to
weird
porn. That would be. That sounds. I would watch that. I need to go find that. That sounds hilarious.
I also think we should re-interview Jim, our Mormon friend from the old days of Whataburger, because he's come a long way since being a Mormon proselytizer. He has asked me about polyamory, which means he's now interested in that, and I drank with him, so he's no longer against alcohol.
That would be really fascinating.
I think he's moved pretty far away from the Mormon days.
I think
he still identifies as Mormon, which is another conversation, by the way. I have a friend now that says I'm Catholic. I'm like, no, you're not, because there's a definition here of what a Catholic would be.
Right.
And if you don't follow any of those tenets, like the whole like sex before marriage, multiple partners, what other? There's contraceptions against Catholic tattoos.
I don't think actually the Catholic Church is against contraceptive anymore. It's for prevention, unless they're against it, unless it is unless you are preventing a disease with it.
Oh, interesting.
So if you are preventing a disease, I don't think they're against it.
But what else? I mean, you're also accidentally preventing making kids, which is like the thing. You would think at some point they update the whole repopulate the earth thing, because we're done there, right?
No, I don't think so.
You still want more people?
No, I don't think we, because you said
I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually set up Jim the Mormon on a date with my transgender mother figure, who identifies as a male, but still female body, and he didn't know.
Ah.
I mean, to be fair, that was kind of like a new transition still happening. My mother figure was a female for a very long time, or at least considered a female, and now is considered a male. However, he's a homosexual male and still likes dick. So I set the Mormon up with this, like, well, this is going to be at the very least a fascinating conversation.
Right.
And it was. I was told that was a very interesting date, and he got scared for a second. Like, does that make me gay? No! If you crave vagina, you're still straight, I think.
Things are getting muddy right now. I need to do a little bit more research on that.
You can't put your mouth on that.
I'm not going to put my mouth on that.
This is not a seal of approval. This is a fuck around bullshit podcast. Like, we're just...
Yeah, but I don't like to talk out my ass unless you pay me.
Unless you pay me. We still have those lollipops that we're supposed to put in your ass for the Pride Parade last time.
Yeah, right. Well,
nobody,
we didn't get
nobody
enough money.
donated $10,000 and we never
no
got
one
it. They're still there.
No one donated $10,000, so I don't have to do anything weird. I'm happy with that.
We should probably still have that as a baseline for the podcast. If somebody ever wants to fund this, $10,000, I eat a 9 million Scoville lollipop and we stick it up his ass. And it's a video that will be posted on Pornhub. Yeah, Pornhub.
Oh yeah,
That's
Pornhub.
It.
Yeah,
I got it. Pornhub. The accountant thing. What's it called?
What?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
And that's another idea for the podcast. For this duo of morons.
And I can confirm there is a rumor going around that OnlyFans is that OnlyFans was getting rid of their pornography section. That is incorrect. That is a false rumor.
Yeah, but there is a PR movement to sell OnlyFans as a hobby sharing.
A hobby sharing website.
Have you seen those commercials?
Yeah, I have seen the commercials.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like you can share your recipes. It's like, yeah, that's what people do there.
I mean, not gonna lie, that's kind of what I want our OnlyFans to be, where we actually make it wholesome, because everything else is not.
Well, how wholesome? I mean, the thing is that we can get away with a lot of stuff on OnlyFans that we will not be able to do on a podcast.
Right.
For example, and we've sort of done it halfway, but not show it, which is reaction to really fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's really messed up stuff.
And there's some. I know Pornhub. We're not gonna find that shit on Pornhub anymore. So fuck you, Pornhub. They took their accounts down. I'm kind of mad at Pornhub. They also took like millions of videos down.
Yeah,
I remember they used to say like 9 billion videos, something like that.
now
There's like 3 million now.
Yeah, there's like 3 million.
I was like, damn, you guys cleaned the house.
It's still a good place. Yeah, they cleaned up the house. They cleaned it up, but things are slowly moving back in that direction. That's what happens. You know, they need to do a little bit of spring cleaning. Hopefully, they come back in full swing. I don't know though. But we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, do you want to start with your topic first or mine?
Yes, I had an interesting conversation recently where a term was used. I like to. I don't know if it. Yeah, I think it was most definitely sort of a judgmental tone to it, but the term was used. Relationship anarchist.
Okay.
Which I had to look up because I never heard of this. However, I do know what anarchy is, and that's usually a lack of respect for authority, which I am by the definition of that. Any form of authority, I have lack of respect for it. That's just the way I live my life, I think. But I think authority is sort of a malleable thing, because I will give my girl the authority to, tell me what to do at the house, or sexually. Hey, you don't.
Generally
do this.
speaking, authority as a
see.
concept is moving, but I think in this case it means like an authority figure, right? It's the authority on something.
Which at least want to believe that the opposite of relationship anarchist would be relationship authoritarian?
Yes. Yeah. A
or is it capitalism? Is it relationship capitalism? What's that?
Relationship capitalism.
If you manage to, what is relationship socialism? Just mixing sexuality with like forms of government. Like I'm fascinated by the directions this could take us in.
So it's like one of those like those squares. What do they call them? The squares where you like look at where you fall on your political spectrum. But we have like 3-dimensional where it's like the sexual version of that, where like you branch out, and so you're like sexually authoritarian in this side, but you're also a little bit like, a little bit more bisexual authoritarianism.
Because wouldn't a dom be sort of authoritarian? Like that's the point.
Yeah, that would be the
being
point.
a dominating with a submissive, and there are some people that have like a permanent relationship like that, where you don't eat until I give you food. You don't. You don't go to the restroom until that's that.
Yep,
it's
that is definitely a thing.
That makes me cringe a little bit, but some people enjoy different types of relationships.
I don't know. I think you would enjoy to observe it personally.
You think so? I think I would enjoy watching someone boss around,
knowing the fact that it is not like real authority. It's not actual real authoritarianism, where both people are actually like accepting of it.
I've always sort of had a thing with what is it? Consensual non-consent.
Con. Yep.
Yeah, that one throws me off a bit.
Yep.
Like it doesn't seem to like that's just I don't think I could ever get into that. Right?
No, probably not you. No.
Yeah,
no. That's a little much.
Well, I just get turned off, and that's since childhood. I always had like friends that were like, she left me. I need to do whatever I want, like whatever I can to get her back. Mm-hmm. And I never understood that. It was like, if she doesn't want you, what do you want her? Because I don't think I've ever been like, I don't think I've wanted someone who doesn't want me back. That takes the edge off. Like I don't, you know what I mean? There's less. I don't want to say value, but like. You know what I mean? Like it takes some of the magic that they don't want you back. Like,
right.
They don't want me. I don't want you back either. And sexually, that's a massive turnoff. If you fuck me when you don't want to fuck me,
well, there's the thing
that's
about
an insult.
There's the thing about con non-con is that it is.
Can you put that apple on top of that? Thank you.
It is in some part play, right? So it isn't actually. They have consented, right? They just consent further in
beforehand.
Yeah. Right.
And
that's more the lighter stuff, because you can get really heavily into it, and I have seen a lot of that stuff where they get really far into it, and you kind of can't tell at some points, but then at the end of the day, everyone goes home is happy about it. So, personally, probably not your jam. It is a little bit more on the intense side, and I mean it's considered a more advanced form of kink in general. For a reason. It is considered one of the bigger ones.
Comparing myself to you, I'm very vanilla. I don't.
Affirmative.
I don't have the kinks you do, and even the kinks that I do have are very mild.
Look, I have missionary position sex all the time.
No, you don't. Please tell me that's not true.
No, sometimes I like doggy style. That's fine.
Yeah, that's a little easier.
I spruced up with a little bit of nutmeg.
Well, the other thing is like we're kind of comparatively to the females that were they were kind of bigger. So being on top is not nice.
It's
just
I
not
mean,
nice.
you remember, for those of you who don't know, especially if you are on top, doesn't matter if you're leaning over on your partner.
We got a lot of people are renaming a ravage play.
Yes, ravage play was
your
yes.
So the whole ravage me.
Yep.
I can see that. That's an interesting name.
Yeah,
for it.
that is one that is taking root, and I'm kind of for it. I'm really for it. I think it does describe what you're doing better than con non-con. Though
Yeah.
I don't think we should get rid of the statement entirely. Honestly, I think we should have ravage play we should turn con non-con into an umbrella term, right? For various other, because there are other things that you can do inside con non-con that aren't just
Which I think like
ravage
tying someone up, blindfolding them is depriving them of some sort of liberty.
Right,
Which
well
in a
that's
way,
under ravage play.
It's yeah, but it does also fall into the umbrella of consensual non-consent. So
Right.
almost anything kinky.
Yeah.
So that was just an interesting. You know.
Let me finish
Go,
my
go, go,
let me
go,
finish
yeah.
my thing. So
take a
general rule: if you're on top, doesn't matter, what you're doing. If you're leaning over your partner and you have your hands out, be careful.
Fists.
Be careful with your wrists.
We both had some wrist
We've
issues.
had wrist issues in the past. I had a big lump. It was a huge
Oh,
lump.
yeah, I remember that. We're not big push-up people.
No,
We're really not.
I mean I can do some push-ups, but like it was because I was on a soft
I guess
bed.
the push-ups are up here. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on a soft bed and my wrist was being pulled all the way back, and I never noticed.
Well, then if you hit a pillow or like some
Yeah,
shit on the bed that's like, the frame of the bed, which is like a piano thing, that just kind of.
Yeah, and your hands are all the way
crazy shit.
bent back, and it
Yeah.
will cause a lot of strain.
There's some damage in there.
It will, yeah, and I've had some damage on the wrists there, and it's not fun. So
Interesting.
always
You've said
always
this
keep-
on the show. Put your foot.
Yeah,
fist
yeah,
down.
I do my
the
fists
best
now.
way.
Like I put my fist down and try and keep my hands straight. If I do go in, I always go palms up. If I do go palms up, I try to always prop myself in like a push-up position and keep my wrists angled properly.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Also, there's something that.
Hey, that stuff's important, man. That's how you keep going for longer.
I think another detail of that gets missed a lot is that I don't know if this is connected, but I know that a lot of females are attracted to a big butt, a muscular butt, and then you connect that with the fact that the butt muscles is kind of what you hump with in that position. So if you have good butt muscles, you can hump well.
Oh yeah,
I
don't
think
forget leg day.
There's a connection there.
Yeah, if you're working out, don't forget leg day. Leg day is important, especially if you're on top a lot and you're doing a lot of thrusting. Leg day is important.
Which is kind of why, like, is it why Gunners is generally unattractive? Well, it's attractive to some people. But those guys that are like fucking muscular here, but like thin legs, they don't do the
They
legs.
look like triangles.
I'm the exact opposite of that because I've been like running and dancing and all this stuff that I've done with my legs over the life, and I've never done any weights or anything. So this is not muscular.
You're lucky.
So
I was
down
just
here is
really
everywhere.
fat.
Well, but you're not now.
Yeah.
We gotta. No, we've talked about this before. Like, we gotta show the pictures of some. I'll put them on like on our Instagram.
Hey, Instagram.
We have an Instagram now, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, your weight loss has been
Yeah, I got weight loss.
insane. You're still looking pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
you're still
thank you.
getting a little thicker.
A little thicker.
Yeah.
It's because I stopped just straight up losing weight and have started putting back on like muscle and good
Yeah.
fats and stuff like that.
Are you still like eating healthy and shit?
Oh, yeah,
I know
eating
you're
healthy.
drinking like non-sugar shit.
Yeah, I'm drinking
I'm an idiot.
stuff.
I gave you a glass so that we don't show the brands.
Yeah, but at the same time,
it's off camera. Oh no, you gotta bring it to your mouth. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I sometimes I overthink, and then I think, do I though? Dimitri Martin. Sorry, that was.
I don't watch enough Dimitri Martin. Anyways,
brilliant.
let's get back on topic.
Yeah. So another thing about consent that I need your opinion
Yeah.
on.
So
here.
the anarchy.
When
the
you
relationship anarchy.
so when you get consent, this is the alcohol issue, right? Because consent without like when you're drinking is not given.
Right.
It can't be given drunk.
Confirmed.
However, if you get consent sober, does that consent stay when they get drunk?
Well, there's the thing. Is
And then more importantly, I think they have the right to remove consent,
right
right?
at any time.
That makes sense. At any point, no matter drunk or sober, you can say, nope, that's done, that's enough. Which I've been in that situation.
Right.
Where like, nope, no it is. And again, no like makes me soft, so I'm not happening that anyway. But the idea of how long does the consent last into drinking?
Well, there's the thing is that
thing.
consent. consent is one of those things, right? So what did they say? What was the consent when it was given, right? If they're like, hey, I want to get drunk tonight and then I want to go do some fun stuff, right? I want to do,
which I've had those situations.
yeah, I want to get sexy with you after we drink. Okay, cool, sounds great. We get drunk, we have sex, it's a great time.
Yeah.
And then you are both adults about the aftermath, what happened afterwards, right? That's the whole point. We're making sure that everyone is safe here.
Yeah.
But if they are, obviously when they start, the way I always do it is that if I don't have consent beforehand, right, and then it starts when they're drunk, I immediately revoke it on my end, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? If they said, oh, but I really wanted it while I was drunk, it's like, well, next time we can plan for that.
That reminds me of Louis C.K.'s bit of like, well, I really like it. Like, I'm kind of weird. I like it when the guy just takes it when I say no. And I'm like, you could have told me, I would have gladly done it.
Yeah.
But like, no, I like it when it's more impromptu, like more on the spot kind of thing. Like, dude, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Let me just rape you just in the off chance you're into that? Are you out of your fucking mind? That's some dangerous shit, man.
It is very dangerous. Yeah. So, ideally, again, you can plan about this. You can be the adult about this, right? So, what was your
Ideally,
questions?
only adults are drinking.
Yeah, ideally,
Don't drink.
yeah. But yeah. So, we all want to be safe, right? We all want to make sure that no one's getting hurt.
Fuck it. I don't want to hurt people.
Right.
Like you never want to be in a situation where you're responsible for someone else being hurt. But it's one of those things that I've seen the situation happen where there was some flirting going on, and then at the end, like the next day, like I blacked out. I remember that, and I'm like, oh fuck, did I fuck up? Because they were flirting with me the whole time, but I never got consent to flirt, which. Is flirting something? Yeah, well, it depends how far it goes, I guess. Right?
Absolutely.
How far?
If you're just talking with
flirting
somebody,
goes.
right? And you're within you're just staying there. You're enjoying your time, and someone's flirting with you, and you flirt back, and then they say, "Nope, I don't really want this," and they walk away. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just don't pursue.
Yeah.
Right. That's you making an action.
It's another situation I've heard where a guy asked, "Hey, can I kiss you?" and the girl says no, and then later on she felt like uncomfortable. Like, why would he ask me? Or like, but asking for consent is like
that was
necessity.
proper. Yeah. And you said no, and then he didn't, and then that was that.
Yeah. If he asked, you said no, and then he did it anyway. Then the problem.
That's the problem.
That's where the problem would be. Yes. So that's just I don't know. That's just something that I've been thinking about a lot lately because I throw parties, people drink, and there's always some weird situations.
I don't. I don't.
I know we haven't drank together in a long time.
Nope.
Are we going to Vegas?
No, I didn't get any time off.
In January? No.
Nope.
Fuck. All right. Well, there goes that idea.
That's okay.
We still get to see Penn and Teller in November.
Yeah, that's still going good.
We won't see the bullet catch, but
They're not doing bullet catch.
They never travel with it. They can't. They
okay.
have to fly with the guns.
But it's Texas.
I know. If there was ever a place.
There was ever a place you could do it, it would be Texas.
I've seen Penn and Teller in Texas, and they did not bring it. So I'm pretty disappointed in that. But at some point, I will be in Vegas, and I will watch them live.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I hope they stay alive long enough, because, oh man, those guys are getting old.
Yeah, we might want to go sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Even if it's like a weekend trip, like just see the show and then come back.
Yeah,
because they're like it's in the list of shit I gotta do.
Yeah,
I gotta go see them in Vegas. I've seen them here. It's not the same. But what else? I found this interesting. So I've been kind of I'm in this situation where like now I want to kind of travel. Right, like we kind of have a settled home and everything sort of okay. So we're trying to look into like traveling and stuff. And I have been advised before that you can get an Airbnb instead of a hotel.
Okay.
Airbnb, sponsor us. No, I kept looking at places and like, oh, it's like relatively cheap, and you can rent the whole house, so you can have like your crew of like 10, 20 people for way cheaper than like different hotel rooms for everyone.
Yeah, right.
I found this badass house in Vegas that like I gotta show you at some point. But here's another one. I have a friend that just moved to Colorado. Colorado Springs, so I was looking for Airbnbs in the area.
Right.
I found an Airbnb, and I think I have to show you this for it to be funny to you, because describing it doesn't do it justice.
I mean, I could probably describe it.
You can describe it, yeah, for sure. I want you to see this shit and tell me what your. There's so many moral ramifications that I'm like, what? That's an Airbnb that you can actually rent. Look through the
Okay.
pictures and look at the description.
So
That's,
wow, where do I start?
Yes.
So
I was like, what?
the velvet drapery over the velvet bed with the dark oak bed frame, a leather sex swing is off to the right, and an entire series of floggers, paddles, and other assortments of cuffs, as well as several ball gags, are located on the left.
There's a bunch of pictures there.
Yeah, I'm just describing the first one. Or on the left here. It's quite a sight to behold. I guess we're moving on to the living room, which has a lovely leather couch and a rocky interior with what appears to be another dark oak table, like a coffee table. On it is 5 black leather floggers, 1 black leather riding crop.
Bellies, the differences there, or they're the same? No, there's some differences.
Yeah, there's some differences. Black and leather, technically. A belt, only 1 though. I wonder how he keeps his pants on, or her pants on. I don't know. I don't know who owns this place. It has a nice.
The person's name is on there, which is interesting too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like owned by this person. I'm like, okay, that's out there.
3 paddles, 1 belt, a riding crop, which looks like in good condition.
You're judging the equipment now.
What appears to be, that assortment looks directly at a large stripper pole.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, is this a stripper pole? It's like in the front of the screen.
Yeah,
here.
in the front there, and catty corner to that, it appears to be a nice red side table.
I believe there was some kind of like cross or some
no,
kind
that's
of time
definitely
device.
a pole in the middle, and that looks well installed.
You're judging the quality of their work now.
It's my job.
I like that lighting system there. It's like a big dome.
It does look very nice, and there's a fireplace.
Oh. Romantic.
Yes, and apparently this is a downstairs or.
Oh, so that is a dungeon. That's by definition.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a basement.
Yeah. Are those tapes? They're books.
There are books. There appear to be games located somewhere else in the house.
There's the table in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Right?
a rules book for strip poker. Yes, and a.
Oh, that's what I want. I want that.
A globe.
Yeah, it's that globe that opens and you put all your bottles in it.
Yeah, it's a globe like a whiskey bar sort of thing. Located in the corner of this room. This is quite fascinating.
Yeah.
How do you manage to find these things?
I just looked for Colorado Springs area and that popped
Leave it
up
to Colorado.
at a halfway,
I want those pumps.
Have reasonable price pumps.
I want those.
Oh, I think that's every. Oh no, yeah.
That's everything. Oh no!
Oh, I love that. There's a box full of condoms.
There's a box full of condoms.
Why not? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
There was no doubt of what that
Sex dice,
rental is for.
Some rope. Now I happen to know that rope is the kind of rope that you do buy on Amazon, which is good rope. It is good rope, but it is the Amazon rope.
It's the Amazon rope.
Yeah.
I think at some point there's like a.
They have a chain on the wall, which is
Oh,
very
that is cool.
good.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
It has a large chain. It's right next to the sex swing.
Yeah, which is like with stones on the wall. It was like this cool pattern of it. It looks like a dungeon.
Yeah, it looks.
like
This straight up
stones.
looks like a dungeon. The bed looks nice. And apparently you can change the color of the lighting
To red, of course.
to red. The let's see, the bathroom. This is the part that is it's all white, which yeah, you can do that.
I believe that part of their advertising is that they wipe everything afterwards.
I
Right? They
would.
clean it. Like, of course you do. Why
I would
wouldn't
hope.
you?
I would hope. The kitchen is
Very white. Jesus.
it's very white. It seems a little
Out of place.
small. Or
Like,
this
actually,
is probably the
that stool looks
downstairs
very-
one.
Yeah, that's probably something different.
Yeah,
But
it's probably downstairs.
I was just the connotations. Like I'm very intrigued by this because so it's at the end of that. I see.
Yeah, it's at the end.
Look, all the wipe
Wipes, antibacterials.
yeah.
I'm really happy with this because there's a lot. This is a picture that I was like looking for in this because
That they're doing that,
That they're
yes.
doing this. That
Yes.
they give you the wipe, the antibacterials. They're trying to be safe because this is what you get in the actual like when you go to like a party or
actual
something.
party.
Yeah,
So
there
this
is
is,
this stuff.
in your
to provide.
opinion, this is done by someone who knows.
Who knows?
what
Who
they're
knows
doing.
what they're doing?
So there's an outside and
Woo!
another fireplace.
Looks
outside.
nice. Laundry room.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Please
it has to
watch
be
your
a
step.
laundry room.
Well, that was very fascinating.
Yeah. So now this brings up so many questions to me, because I think one of the biggest parts is part of the value of getting a hotel or a motel room for kinky stuff.
Right.
Is that it's a big corporation. They don't give a shit what you're doing there.
Right.
Right. When you're renting a room that is specifically for the purpose of that, and there's a human, a regular dude, who knows this information and has your credit card number and has your name, saw your car, you know, all that information becomes way more valuable when you're doing something illegal.
Right.
Right? Because my first thought is like, well, it's like in my head I was just making an absurd analogy of like, well, what if you like if I rent out a room with like clean needles and like, you know, the ties for heroin or some kind of illegal drug.
Yeah, the rubber,
like,
large rubber.
Me knowing who's renting that room is a big fucking power to have over people.
Right.
Right? You can blackmail the shit out of everyone with that information. So it's sort of there's a little moral, you know, conundrum there.
Yeah.
Of having someone have your information, knowing what you're gonna do in that room. And then I thought about it, like, well, no, it's exactly the same because it is illegal activity. I think like
at
it's
least
not the
potentially.
same. Yes, well, I mean, yeah.
Potentially.
The most kinky behavior is somewhat illegal.
Oh, is it illegal in Colorado?
That's a really good question, actually.
I don't know.
I didn't think of that. The state laws, yeah. But I think by and large, giving consent to someone to hurt you is not a legal thing. It could be
don't know.
morally ambiguous, but it cannot be a legal thing. You cannot give legal consent to someone to hurt you, or choke you, or anything really. I hope butt sex is legal there. Wasn't that like legalized in Texas recently?
I think it was legalized a while ago.
Recently, as in 10 years ago?
Something like that.
It's not that long ago.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We'll have to look at the. You'll have to look at
see-
the Colorado state law.
Yeah, I'm not
on-
advertising for that dude. I have no idea what that dude's about. So but that's really the question I had. Like, would you rent a room where you know that there are sex toys that someone else used, which is a big thing in the scene, right? It's like your
Right.
toys, you use them.
Right.
Imagine renting them from someone who's
Well,
been using
it
them.
is a thing where if someone has a particular, because you've seen some of my
Yeah,
stuff,
you got some
right?
crazy shit. You had a bucket. I remember you had a bucket of dildos.
I have a bucket. It's a good bucket. I don't know where that bucket is actually. I don't know where that is anymore. It's somewhere.
You
It's somewhere in my
really know
garage.
where that is.
It's somewhere in my garage.
Yeah,
I
back
took
in
all the
the-
dildos out of it.
Yeah, that's back in the apartment.
Yeah.
You used to have a bucket of dildos. I'm like, why a bucket? You didn't have drawers or anything.
Yeah, no.
You're very minimalist,
Hey,
I remember.
look, buckets work.
Are you
They're
still-
really good.
Is your living situation still minimalist?
Yeah,
Like
very.
just bed, desk,
Well, I have bed, desk, and then stuff. So
and stuff? Because I think you had like one poster, and that's because I gave you shit.
yes,
Your walls are fucking empty. Like you don't even hang the leashes. Or
I
what do you call
hang.
the-
No, I don't. I don't hang any of
whips?
my tools. They're all in there. It's because I have roommates. You know.
They know.
Yes,
They
but
must
it's
have heard.
polite. Yes, but it's polite, right?
Okay,
They are not people who are very kink oriented or anything like that. So they oh no.
What? Oh God, are we in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble.
We're
I'm
getting
in
shut
trouble.
down. Yeah.
You're not in trouble. I am.
Dude, imagine it like halfway through the podcast, somebody docks us or like, what do you call it? When they call the police and they,
Oh, SWAT.
they
Don't do
swat
that.
us. That's a dick move, by the way.
That is
But
a dick move.
this happened to so many fucking people that are like twitching, like twitching. Is that twitching?
Twitching. A lot of people are twitching.
People on a Twitch stream, like they piss people off in a video game or something, and they
Yeah.
fucking dox them and they send the
just
SWAT.
them. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't be the first time, but you know,
I hope it doesn't happen to us.
I mean, as long as you're calm, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Again, it hasn't been the first time. Probably won't be the last.
There's a white guy here. I'm fairly safe. I pass for a white. No. I pass for white when I'm covered in makeup.
Yeah.
But when you see the hue comparison on this, look at the video. Like, when
Are you kidding me? I'm
you see
blinding
hue
the camera
difference-
right now. Like,
You're
I haven't been
also
out in the
reflecting
sun.
light.
I haven't been out in the sun. Look at this.
I performed at the Viking Fest. Look at that.
Yep.
God damn, you're white.
I am white.
Technically, I also have a nice tan.
My God,
difference
look, you're
here.
almost as white as me. You're
So-
almost as white as my forearm, which gets like all my sun.
Yeah, like, what's it at?
Almost. You need to get out in the sun
I
more.
actually, well, see, I performed at the Viking Festival in the middle of the summer, and that was a painful gig. That was also my first gig as a fair performer.
Oh, I'm
So
excited.
I'm in fair garb doing magic tricks, and I'm walking around there, and I had my outfit with the leather mask and the whole thing. Ooh, that had to come off. Like first day, I'm like, this is not possible. I could die. Like that leather mask just keeps the heat going here. I don't know, just no, hell no. And so I had to quit that shit, and I had to like perform pretty much just bandana, shirt, pants. That's it. Oh, and the belt that has all the tricks in it and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like Batman. I got a belt full of magic device. I actually came up with a version of cups and balls that I carry in a pouch.
Oh, neat.
So I can actually perform cups and balls anywhere. I just did it at the bar last night.
You need. Have you ever seen the movie Bed Knobs and Broomsticks?
No.
Well, there is a device that you need. It's a little suitcase that when he brings it out,
Yeah,
he's a magician. It has 4 little legs that just kind of extend down.
It becomes a table. Yes. There are some really cool ones that you like, boom, and the whole thing unfolds and becomes a table. I think Piff the Magic Dragon uses it, which is a briefcase that comes out and he just picks something up and the whole thing just unfolds like a really cool looking thing and it becomes a stand. I'm like, oh, that's dope. But that's still carrying something heavy that I don't like. And I don't necessarily need tables for the shit I do. Most of my card tricks and coin tricks and stuff is something I can carry in pockets. So I usually have a big jacket with a massive back pocket and I carry all kinds of shit back there. I also ditch shit in there. You know, I grab like a water bottle or something, go like whoop, and disappears and it goes into my jacket and nobody ever sees it.
If anybody want to know how those tricks were done.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Magic's not real.
Wait, it's not? What have I been doing with my life?
Pursuing magic. There's a difference.
Pursuing
it. I was just doing a trick to a lady last night, and she's like, "You know why I hate magic? Because it's cheating." I'm like, "Okay." That's a lot of alcohol in that lady. But
it's cheating.
Like, of course it is. You're
cheating.
fooling a mind. The whole point is that I'm fooling you, but I'm asking for your consent ahead of time by asking, "Can I do a magic trick on you?"
Yeah,
that's the consent. And we went right back to consent here. I have an entire routine that I do at the bar where it's all sexual, and I start with, "Hey, can I get your consent to fuck with your mind?" Right?
Nice.
And they grab a card, and they very often they draw dicks on it. And when they do that, the card ends up in my mouth. I'm like, "Is your dick in my mouth?" You know, it's a good joke. And then like, "Oh, you want to stick it in anywhere?" "Yeah, stick it in, daddy." And they put the cards in there. Like, there's a lot of little comments that you can turn any trick into a sexual thing.
You can turn most things sexual, and it's kind of disturbing.
And I have a whole new one where they don't draw a dick. And I'm like, "Oh, thank you for not drawing a dick. I get a lot of dick." Wait, that's not what I meant. On that note, cheers. I got to take a shot on the show because it's what I do. And you're not drinking this time, but...
No, I don't drink. This time.
I was like,
I do
did
drink.
You quit?
No, I didn't quit. I just don't do it very often. I drink
I think
rarely.
the show would be better it'd be better if you did.
Probably. It'd probably be way better if I drank, but I don't.
Nah, it's more special when it's only rare, right?
Yeah.
So that's, yeah. But, yeah, so I've been performing magic for money now. You know, money is good. Man.
Yeah, how's that? How's it being a performer out and about inside a venue?
Like what I was talking about, the Viking Festival, there was like no roofs anywhere. Just walking around, just fucking getting burned. I had like a V-neck shirt that's like sleeveless, so I had that V on my chest for a very long time because I got burnt fucking hard. And I'm Mexican, so I didn't sunburn. I just got dark. I love when I wore the mask because I don't tan. Like, so my neck is dark, my face is not.
That'd be really cool. You wear the mask for so long, you have the dark tan lines all over your face, then you do your makeup with that.
There was a joke online of Batman can't go on the daylight. He also was in the dark because if he was in the daylight, he'd get that sunburn.
Yeah,
like,
he would have the
like the eyes. Like,
yeah, the
just
eyes
the sunburn
and the mouth.
where it doesn't hit. I mean, where it hits, I'm an idiot.
I mean, that's how you kind of tell that someone's been kinking in the sun.
Kinking in the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, you can definitely tell what mask they were wearing.
What mask? Well, usually kink masks cover everything, don't they?
Sometimes.
Do you have any of those that cover, like, with the zipper?
I don't. That's because I've never had anybody be into that. Though,
I like masks.
Though it is something that I have pursued intellectually. Things like the whole rubber suiting and stuff like that.
I want to try those.
Those seem
suction,
interesting.
The one that you like a bed and you suck with the vacuum.
Well, that's a vac bed, and that's a little bit different from mine.
I want to try those.
Vac beds? Oh, we can make
both
them.
sides.
You can make them.
I want to be in it, and I want to put someone in it.
The most expensive part is the latex.
Yeah, apparently, and that's gotta be.
PVC in a vacuum.
I was watching No, not Pawn Stars. Hardcore Pawn.
Hardcore
The
Pawn.
opposite of Pawn Star. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, fucking Google it.
Okay.
It's glorious. It's the opposite of Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars is educational. It's by the History Channel. The other one's by Spike TV or one of the
Spike.
One of the like, oh, dude, raunchy as fuck. So it's the Hardcore Pawn is all about shitty customer service, like really.
Oh, okay.
Because it's in Detroit.
I see.
It's in the middle of Detroit, like by 8 Mile, and it's a bunch of like broke people that are very angry, and they go like, "You're gonna give me this for my watch," and they're like, "No, I'm not," because the people running the place own the place, so they don't have a like, "Hey, let me talk to your manager." Like, I own this place, get the fuck out of my store.
Right.
So it's just shitty customer service all around. So they come out here, "You're gonna give me this money for this," and they're like, "No, I'm not. This necklace is fake. This is not real gold." What the fuck? And you're gonna give me what? Like, and it just becomes, and I'm like, whoa, you don't see that shit on Pawn Stars. It's angry people, and then the guy who's runs the place is a family, like the dad and the 2 kids. Kick their asses out, and they have security, and this big black guy that just fucking picks their asses up and throws them outside. It's glorious. As a customer service representative, it's like it's a what do you call it, cathartic?
Like cathartic,
it's a cathartic
yes.
experience to watch a customer lose and get their asses kicked out, and sometimes, arrested for
Woof.
their shitty behavior.
Wow.
Because yeah, I mean, when you work customer service, we've done our Whataburger years.
Yeah, we did
where
our fast
people are
food.
shitty, and oh my god, if you could just like, hey, security, can you get this guy out of here? So that is definitely a lot of fun. Why? What did you? I just got an advertising for
Yep.
Airbnb.
Yeah, we got an.
Are they listening? What the fuck?
Thanks, Apple.
Thanks, Apple. Wait, Airbnb? No, I don't have an Apple. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
The computer's Apple.
The computer's
I'm like
listening.
the speakers are Google.
Oh
god.
I for one accept our new computer overlords.
You gotta suck the right dicks to get to the right place.
Yeah, I want to live.
Shit. I want to live. All right, so that covers all my side of the experience. How's your life?
My life's been going pretty good right now, but there's one thing in particular I wanted to talk about. Did you hear the news?
I only now read your shirt.
Yes, I'm great in bed.
It says, "I'm great in bed. I can sleep for days." I didn't see it when you walked up or when I said hi to you or anything like that. I read it on the screen 40 minutes into the podcast.
Yep. Well, so, did you hear the news?
Jesus loves you? Did he die for my sins?
Sure. But I was going to bring up good news. Jackass is back.
Oh yeah, and Bam Margera's not in it.
Yeah, well.
I saw the trailer. It's called It's called Jackass Forever.
Yep.
That's amazing.
But I'm excited. I love the Jackass series.
Me too. Oh yeah, you like we talked about this. You have a thing for people getting kicked in the balls.
People getting kicked in the balls. That's my jam.
It's like your thing.
That's my jam. I find that the funniest thing ever.
Would you like to react to the trailer?
No, I've already seen it. Like when it came out, I was on that.
Do you know what else is back?
All right.
Ghostbusters.
Yes, I saw Ghostbusters.
You saw the trailer too?
I saw the trailer.
Is there any trailer you haven't seen for any new shit?
No, I've seen a lot of them. I've been looking at a lot of trailers recently.
'Cause I like that's one of my fun things to do here, like show you some shit you haven't heard yet. Have you seen? Let's see, Ghostbusters coming out. Have you seen Space Jam yet?
I've not seen Space Jam yet. I obviously saw the trailer, but I've not seen Space Jam.
No Pepe Le Pew.
No Pepe Le Pew.
By the way, the scene, that's something we should definitely talk about. Pepe Le Pew being removed from Space Jam. Did you know what the scene was going to be?
No.
He was supposed to be, there was supposed to be a flashback to Casablanca. He was supposed to be flirting with a female and being told that that's not appropriate. That was his scene. They removed it.
Why did they remove that?
Isn't that a good one? Like, if it was ever appropriate use of Pepe Le Pew, that's the one.
Yeah, especially...
Show him it's not appropriate. Stop that.
Yeah, especially considering, but whatever.
I was just watching Jeff Dunham earlier, where it's like, well, because of the political thing, we can't really bring Jose Jalapeno on a stick. And he was in Texas.
What?
He was in Texas when he did that, and they were like, boo, like, oh shit. Who wants to see jalapeno on a stick? Fucking everyone. Anybody here offended by Jose Jalapeno on a stick? Fucking silence. Like, oh shit. Everybody wants to see that Mexican stereotype by the white guy.
Hey man, it's funny.
I like Jose Jalapeno on a stick. It's
There you
fucking
go.
glorious. Yeah, no, it's funny.
If it's funny, it's funny. That's
yeah,
just,
it's comedy.
It's comedy.
Which is this whole another connotation of like, it's just comedy has to be offensive. I think Lewis Black said that. Comedy has to be somewhat offensive to half of the people that listen to it. That's the value of it. And I think we also had a conversation where you said that when you're into something like, what's that egg thing? The fucking dildo that sticks in...
Ovipositor.
Yeah,
Oviposition.
Google it, kids. I was like, ew, why would anybody be into that? And your answer was, that's why.
That's why, yes. That's
because
exactly
some people
why.
react like, ugh.
Yep.
And that's such a strange...
I'm sure it feels good too, but that's why.
Which is, again, that's the deviant behavior
Yep.
of you. That's the deviant in you that just like, you have a deviant in you, right?
I
Sometimes.
sure hope so.
I hope so.
Only on Wednesdays and only when she's in the mood.
That's a shirt right there.
Oh, yeah.
I have a deviant on me every other Wednesday. that's one way to put it. That's one place to put it. Anyway, but yeah, this is just one of the... That just caught me off guard completely. Sorry. I got nothing here.
It's the comments.
What else? Have you seen the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for that one. I'm so ready.
It's not a...
Polka Dot Man is my jam.
You would pick the shittiest, dumbest... Not the John Cena character?
No,
It has
Polka
to
Dot
be a
Man.
Polka
Come
Dot
on.
Man. That's a real character, wasn't comic books.
Yes.
Did you watch Loki?
I have not seen Loki yet. It's
Nothing?
on my to watch list.
Okay.
It's on my to watch list.
Here's an interesting conversation I recently had. There was a post on Facebook of Jim Carrey's The Mask,
Okay.
and it was like this guy's a Loki variant, but we're not ready to talk about that. I was like, it's not a Loki variant. The Mask, if you know your mythology, the Mask is Stanley Ipkiss wearing the mask of Loki.
Right.
He's not Loki.
Right.
Right? He has the powers of Loki, but he's not Loki.
Yep. It's just his mask.
And technically, because people didn't watch the sequel, which
be
don't.
Oh, why?
Please
Why?
don't.
Why would you watch the
It's
sequel?
a fucking garbage movie. Oh my god. But however, I would argue and still stand to this by this day. I have been cosplaying Loki for longer than people have known about Loki, because the sequel of The Mask, Son of the Mask, has a Loki character
Yes.
who actually has black and green makeup, and that was my inspiration for this kind of goth look with black and green paint.
A really terrible movie was
It's a
part of your
bad
inspiration.
movie. Yes. Well, I mean, that's
About what I expected.
Yeah, that's there's a shitty movie. Oh, by the way, how am I keep touching it and I haven't mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
How's
the big beard.
My
yeah.
COVID beard going?
Yeah, you got it going.
Is
Now
it
you just
going?
need to grow out the rest of it.
I hate mustache. I fucking hate mustache. And
I
I can
live
grow
every
this
day.
faster than this. So I know if I let this go, it'll be fucking big by the end of the month. But I don't want it. I hate mustaches. It's annoying.
Yeah, the only thing that you can really grow is a mustache, honestly. I mean, now you're growing here.
Yeah, I didn't know it grew that well. It doesn't grow here. It's like patchy and shit, so I shaved that shit off. But this right here is looking good.
I like your beard. I
can actually put I put a ponytail here. And the other day, like for a party, I was like, "Hey man, I like System of a Down and Serj Tankian." And I was like, "Yeah, you kind of look like him." I'm like, "What?" Because I had the ponytail.
Yeah, you had
going.
the beard thing. I remember having a really long, just central beard. It was good. It was good times. Shaved that right off.
Oh,
It got caught
where?
in a zipper.
Are you serious?
Yeah, halfway up the zipper. Just
Oh, in a jacket. Okay.
yeah, in a jacket.
I had so many stories in my like, whoa, you
I
gotta tell me
wish.
about the zipper.
I wish.
Which, by the way, the whole leather mask with the zipper here, that would scare me. If you
Right-
have
right here?
pubes, you should be afraid of the blowjob with the zipper in the mouth.
I'm not afraid.
You're not afraid. Have you ever gotten pubes stuck in a zipper on your pants?
Yeah, a lot.
That's why I like baggy pants. I own skinny jeans.
I mean, my pants are
And
pretty
it's
bad.
terrifying.
I just wear my old pants from when I was big, so they
Just
look
baggy as
awful.
shit?
Yeah, I mean, look at them. I have it pulled up to here.
Oh, okay. You wear like suspenders, like
No, I don't wear suspenders. I don't really like the look of suspenders.
Oh. Well, if you have t-shirts, you have to like tuck it in, or you
Yeah.
have to put the suspenders on your skin under it.
Yeah.
Which, I can see that.
No, that's not good.
Oh my God. What else?
Well, that was the
a whole thing.
primary news I wanted to say, because I'm excited for Jackass. I really
Jackass. Oh my God. Do
More
you know
nut
anything
shots.
about the whole Bam Margera shit?
Yes, I did a little bit of research on that.
Oh! Big news. Deadpool's in the MCU.
Oh yeah,
That's exciting. That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Dude, we haven't talked in a while.
it's been a long
There's
time.
a lot of shit that's happening in the last
Long
year.
time.
So there's a Delta variant. There's a Gamma variant.
Yeah, there's
People think it's fake.
People thought the last one was fake.
Yeah. And I love the numbers. I just love seeing the numbers. We're like, okay, 161 million vaccinated. Like 5,000 people have gotten sick or gotten hospitalized from that. That's like zero. I think Philip DeFranco, say it with me, 0.00036% of the people that got vaccinated got sick. And then like, I don't think they have a number for it. But like almost everyone that's dying from it, people that didn't get vaccinated. Man, this plague is gonna wipe off some people.
I think that's the point.
That was what it was designed for, right?
I mean, no, actually, it was actually designed to not do that.
Oh shit! Well, they fucked it. I love it.
But viruses are not trying to kill you; they're accidentally killing you.
Oh, I see. They're just trying to survive.
They're trying to survive in your body, and your body is attacking.
And your body doesn't handle it well.
Yeah,
bitch.
That's.
It's only bitches dying, right?
That's, I guess. I guess that's how that works.
That sounded very Trumpian. I don't like it. You're weak, huge. Shit.
Bigly.
Bigly. He said big league, but nobody ever knows who says that term. So everybody thinks he says big league, but he was actually saying big league. So yeah, it's fucking weird. But yeah, that's scary. You think there's gonna be another vaccine at some point?
Yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot. There's probably gonna be a lot of vaccines.
Just constant vaccination.
Yeah, and we're getting better and better at it. The more that we see it, the more that they go into that. Yeah, I mean,
I like to think the variants are because of the vaccine, right?
No, there'll be variants.
Oh,
there'll be variants.
Regardless of it.
Yeah, regardless.
I almost said irregardless, and I fucking hate that word.
Irregardless.
Yeah, that's not double negative.
Yep.
I don't like double negatives.
Elvis, yeah, you're a really
Elvis didn't do no
person.
drugs.
You're a really positive person. No double negative.
I'm not very. What is it? I'm not a very unhappy person. Is that the word?
Keep trying.
No, I don't even know how to do it jokingly. Shit. I don't know. It's just one of those.
It must be the alcohol. I'm blaming the alcohol.
No, I'm not that. I'm coming. I took in a shot and like half a drink here.
Yeah, but if I don't blame the alcohol, it's just you.
Oh. But it is me. Well, no, I think since I spoke Spanish in Mexico, I had this weird passion for language. And I like try to pay attention. This is a George Carlin quote. Like, try to pay attention to the language we've agreed on. It means this. Why are we saying it this way? We know what words mean, I think.
I hope
by
so.
and large. When words change meaning constantly. So it's one of those, like, if it means this, why are people using it wrong on purpose? It's like the whole. I think George Carlin said near miss.
I think the reason why is I guess we could chalk it up to trolling, ironic.
Is it fun to say the wrong thing?
I do it constantly. So I really do.
Indubitably.
Yeah, indubitably.
Do you know where that's from?
What, that word?
Yeah.
No.
It's from Alice in Wonderland. The caterpillar would talk like that.
Oh.
He also said exactly. I was like, why? Why did he talk like that? They just gave him a weird accent. And he would make shit up. Like he would talk weird, and that was part of the. And he was smoking hookah.
That's one we should really dissect. Dive into, maybe for Patreon. Dive into and dissect Alice in Wonderland. There's a lot in there. I've done way back when I actually did a little bit of like research and into the paper of Alice in Wonderland, and it gets
weird.
You have no idea.
I've also watched my girl play the Alice. What is it called? The American McGee's Alice.
American McGee's Alice.
There's 2 of those games, and they are out there. They're fucking weird.
There was a game I was playing recently that I think you would enjoy. Keep talking.
All right. 1, 2. I'm testing the mics now.
What?
Testes?
Why didn't we test the mics in the beginning?
They're still there. I did. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
I did all the work. You just had to walk in and talk. You know how this relationship works.
Yeah, you do all the work, and I come in and reap all the benefits.
Show your pretty face.
Yep.
That's
no, I'm the ugly one. We got that confirmed.
We need a poll here. I'm gonna post it on Instagram and have people vote who's the ugly one here.
No, that was already confirmed. Someone's already said I was the ugly one. That you needed to get someone prettier.
Oh well, that's one person's opinion. That was rude too.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah, that was somebody actually like messaged me saying, "Sorry, the bandana cannot stay straight like you." Called out.
Damn.
That is like, I can't watch this podcast about sexuality when that ugly guy's on the screen. I'm like, fucking what?
Jeez. Yep.
Because I had a guest.
I think straight up ugly.
Yeah. And there was something. I think there was some implication that if you're not good looking, you don't know anything about sexuality or or kinky or anything like that. I'm like, dude, you're more experienced than most people I know.
I sure
so
hope
the thing
so.
is,
Otherwise,
there is a comedian that said like talent kind of counter affects how ugly you are, and money does another big chunk on it. So when you see like numbers, it was like a comparison of like if she's a 10 and he's a 7, he has a big dick, he has a good job, or he's talented in some way. Because like, oh, it was House.
Was House?
It was House. Yeah, House said that. Not a
It's
comedian.
been a long time since I've seen House.
Yeah, he was like, well, your relationship's not mathematically valid because like you're a 10 and he's like a 6, and he's not rich, he's not talented, he doesn't have a big dick. Like, what is happening here? Numbers don't lie. And he was correct because he was actually hallucinating that entire scenario where the hot girl was with this super ugly guy. So he was right by that.
By numbers.
Yeah, by the numbers. He was analyzing his own perception of what was happening, and it wasn't real. It was the guy that had his tongue like swell up and he couldn't talk.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
His
episode.
wife was like supermodel looking girl, and he was just judging like, what, that guy really? But I think there's some truth to that. I think when you have talent, you get a lot. I
the
know.
tongue.
Yeah, I know.
The tongue.
Oh yeah, you have a big fucking tongue, which he doesn't show often.
No.
But I have one picture of you at IkiCon, which is when you were like fucking alpha. Like at IkiCon, everyone wants you, and I was just like, fuck, what's happening? But yeah, because you're all over the place and everybody wants you, and I'm like, why? Like, you're not even dressed up. You showed up like this.
Yeah.
And I put like hours into my outfit and shit, and I'm like, well, to be fair, I'm dressed like the Joker, which is like from the movie.
Yeah, which is not
a Comic Con character.
No.
However, I will inform you now that I have just started. I'm 9 episodes into My Hero Academia.
Oh, that's a long one.
And it's not bad.
Yeah,
I like it. It's a very interesting storytelling device.
I think you would enjoy a lot of shonen.
And I can also see some characters that I can easily cosplay.
Yep.
There's a lot of cool looking.
There's some anime that I want you to look at. There's one called Ghost in a Shell. I think you will really enjoy. It's very psychological. I think you'd be able to look at it and be like, hey, this is kind of weird. Like things in the original Ghost in a Shell. We'll do the whole animated series later, but I want to show them the movie first because the movie is
a movie for it.
is a marvel of animation. It is wonderful.
I watched the movie for Death Clock is the first anime I ever watched, and I'm glad I watched the anime.
You mean Death Note?
Note, sorry. Death Clock is a band. Sorry.
Death Clock is another animated series, but
is it
way
really?
different.
I thought it was a band.
Well, Metalocalypse is the name of the show.
Oh, got it.
Death Clock is the name of the band.
The band in the show. Got it. Okay, I'm not familiar with it. Death Note, yes. That's the first anime I ever. Well, I mean, unless you consider like Sailor Moon and some of the stuff I watched when I was in Mexico.
Some people.
Which is kind of anime-ish. I didn't know anything about that.
The first one you actually sat down, watched as an adult for the purposes of watching anime to engage in the story is
Death Note. Yes, and I fucking loved it. That was fascinating. But then I saw the movie and it was so bad. It just didn't work. I feel like if I had seen the movie first, I would have ruined the anime.
Probably.
Like I just like, what? Well, no, that's not right. But yeah, no, you watch the anime first and then the movie, you're like, that movie sucks. It doesn't remotely, like, they Americanized the ever-loving shit out of it. I can see why they had to make it appealing for the average dude. But, oof, that was bad.
Yeah. If you guys have any other animes that he needs to watch, I've seen a lot of them. To be fair, I look like someone who watches a lot of anime.
Is that what
person
looks like?
this is what a person who watches a lot of anime looks like.
I don't know what you're supposed to look like. I don't know what you look like.
I look like a disheveled hobo.
No, you don't.
I haven't shaved.
Yeah, but that still looks nice. I have a
it's
friend
because
that
my
has, like, a
face just
bushy...
my friend. It's because my face just naturally doesn't get really crazy.
Yeah. I don't think you could look homeless if you tried. If you were homeless.
I could probably, if I put my hair down. I'm just losing more hair now and every day.
Is that a picture I showed you of there's a Facebook page that keeps being like suggested to me, and I look at a picture and I'm like, that looks like Baymax a long time ago. It was weird because it looks a lot like you. A long time ago. Like,
yeah, like when I was big.
Yeah, but you had like the pointed beard, which I think your beard kind of looked like that at the time. I think at some point, didn't you have like a? I feel like you had the.
I had a goatee.
Yeah, goatee is the term.
And I had a really
I keep imagining, what's his name?
Oh, I should stop touching the mic.
The Guy Fawkes.
Oh yeah, I had a Guy Fawkes thing going on for a while. When I went to Renaissance festivals, before you started going, I would put on the Guy Fawkes style. I would style my mustache in the same way.
Interesting.
Give myself a swashbuckler.
Speaking of anarchy. Wait, is that an anarchy thing? Which, by the way, we're going to see Penn and Teller on November 5th.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
We should wear that mask.
That one? I mean, we can.
Is that awkward? We're going to get kicked out? Or,
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, I would just like to walk up there and meet him.
We definitely should go earlier in the day to the nearest Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm taking a day off for that. But yeah, Penn and Teller. I think are there still tickets?
Huh?
I don't know. We got ours.
I have no idea. Yeah, you bought them. I gotta pay you back for that. But yeah, I still don't even know who's coming with me.
Yeah, you sent that to me, and I was like, "Yep, tickets are done."
Yeah, I don't have the money to throw around like that, but I'll definitely have it by next month. But yeah, no, it's what a crazy life. What the fuck are we doing here? We are.
I mean, it's just about time.
No, we got 1 hour. We still got let's say give it another 17 minutes.
You got it.
To fit the.
Yeah, and then we can talk about the fun stuff afterward.
Yeah, the fun stuff. Do you want to record any kind of material for OnlyFans, or should we hold on to that till we have a
We
plan?
can record some of it, just some of the stuff. We'll have behind the scenes footage of exactly what happens after the podcast.
Oh yeah, we should just keep recording.
It gets weird. It gets really weird. Because this is me censored heavily.
Why? The whole point of the podcast is that you have your opinions and they're controversial. People hate that.
Because controversial opinions are not good.
They're not good.
They're not that bad. They're not bad.
No, I don't think so. I think you definitely say fuck a lot less than I remember.
Yes. Yeah. Whenever the camera's on, I curse a lot less.
Yeah, you're very.
A lot less. Yeah. I curse like a sailor.
Do sailors really curse that much? I've never met one, so it's a little weird of an analogy.
Yes, they do.
And how do people know that?
I'm assuming because they are infamous for it.
That's cool. Nobody on the Pirates of the Caribbean curses.
On the Pirates of the Caribbean, you're right. Disney
that's most people's experience.
Yeah,
that's most people's experience of what a sailor looks like.
Yep.
Unless is there any other movie that's one sailor? I don't know. I'm making shit up.
There's a lot of that.
I'm trying to think of what to because I have the system set up so that we can put the video there and record our reaction to a particular thing.
And also we can put this out to the people who are both listening and watching. Yeah. What do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff.
Give us your opinions. You can contact us. Now there's an Instagram, which is freaking Deviant. Is at freaking Deviant again. Mm-hmm. We have an email address, which is freakingdeviant@gmail.com. Sorry, I forgot my fucking information.
You forgot the information.
We have a Patreon. We haven't put anything there, so don't sign up yet. I don't even know what the price is. I didn't set anything up yet.
That's
I just opened it. I think we still have to put some information in there. There is a system in there automatically that you can, every 3 months, they get a shirt.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah.
You come up with different. I have a bunch of different
what
shirt designs that I can do.
Yeah, give me some ideas and I'll fucking make it. And if you want to see anything interesting, any kind of particular, so we're basically game for reacting to anything, because for one, I'm an inexperienced American, right? I'm way behind on my pop culture shit.
You think I'm
right? One of my friends is really pissed that I've never seen the Indiana Jones movies.
Oh, well, that's fair. There's a lot of movies that you should probably see.
Another friend just showed me Matrix for the first time a couple of months ago, because I'd never seen the
Matrix is good.
There is a genre. Isn't there an actual thing where I think it's called something 3000, where people you only see their heads in a movie stand.
Oh yeah, Mystery Science Theater.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll watch a movie and just talk shit over it.
Yep.
We can easily do that. That's something I enjoy doing. Most people don't like watching movies with me because I analyze them to death. And horror movies are the shittiest.
I have never had an issue with this, but every time we do watch a movie, both of us are told to shut up.
Constantly, yes.
Constantly. It does not stop us.
But I will say, a lot of science fiction seems to stand out more than horror movies. I think horror movies are the most flawed logically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, easily.
They just fall apart to me. Especially we're both scare actors, where we sort of analyze the beats of the scare.
That's the best part, and that's the one that we keep getting him. Is I'll sit there and raise my finger and be like, and the scare is now,
boom.
And then it jumps up, and then no one's scared, and everyone's like, oh man, come on. And it's that's when the scare happens.
Yeah, once you know how the sausage is made.
Yeah, once you know how the sausage is made.
It's a little difficult to fall for it.
There is a magic for this.
I watch a magician and I'm like, what the
I disagree.
What the fuck is happening?
I disagree. I think magic is a little bit different from the whole scare thing, because the scare is like, it's the one thing that happens all the time. Once the beat is known,
you know what's going
to happen, right? It's surprising when the beat isn't there, but most of the time it's there. Let's be real. It's pretty much always at the same timing. But for magic, like, you can, when you learn the trick, it's either a new way that you've done it, or it's an old trick that still looks good.
Oh, I see.
It's still, the magic is still, for me personally, I think that the magic is still there even after
I think magic,
you
the way I do it, could easily be, because I get that a lot, right? I pull out a deck of cards, somebody picks a card, and they're like, oh, here's a Sharpie, sign it, and somebody immediately go, I know that trick. And I'm like every trick starts like this. Thousands of tricks that start when you're signing a card. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, but they have this pattern in their heads, and I break it instantly because I don't do any of the tricks that most people are familiar with.
Right.
But stage magic, it's fucking prescribed. There's only so many ways of cutting a lady in half, and they know them, right? So you're watching a lady get in a box, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna cut her in half, and then she's gonna come back, and you know what's gonna happen. I watched. There's a.
But still, honest. Well, think of it like this. You know how the lady is cut in half, right? But it's still a performance. It's still fun to watch.
I'm not staged for me. I can't. I went to a circus. I think I talked. I don't know. Did I mention this in the podcast? There's a traveling circus still going on right now called Paranormal Circus, right? And it's themed like a horror movie theme type thing.
Okay.
I
don't think you talked about this.
It is not advertised that it is a very magic centric. There is a magician that pops up like 3 or 4 times, and there's a commentator that between every act he comes in and introduces. He looks like Gandalf with a big coat and a big stick, and he has like an overly produced voice that he's not really talking. He's miming over the voice that's recorded. And at the end, you find out that that's the fucking magician that you've been seeing. So the whole act is surrounded by that magician, which really seems like that guy just hired circus acts to put in his magic show, right? And every single trick, I was like, he's gonna do that. Lights go out. No, like 5 Mississippis is gonna be in the crowd. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights go on, and he's up there and go ah, and everyone's like ah, and I'm like, yeah, fucking come on. Lights go off. He can run back through the crowd. Nobody notices him. It's like it's a tent too. There's like no light whatsoever. Just pitch black. He knows exactly how to get back there. It's just lame. I don't know. I ruined it for my girl. Like, she's watching this shit and go like, man, you fucking ruined it. Like, it's fucking shit magic.
Well, there's the difference is that it's bad magic, just as in like bad horror, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think bad horror is better because it's unexpected.
Honestly,
have you seen
really bad horror is
the Terrifier?
Hilarious.
Is that the one the Terrifier? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? It's a B movie, but it's like a horror movie. It's a clown-looking dude with like a juba, and he has like a thing there, like a, what do you call the thing that fakes your baldness?
Oh, a bald cap.
It's not a bald cap. It's like a full, like a hoodie, but like tight, skin-tight hoodie kind of thing.
Okay.
And he has like a hat, and his face looks badass. Like it's like a really cool clown makeup, all black and white. His teeth look fucking horrible, but he just appeared like very like Jason-esque, where he just appears behind you. No matter how far you run, he's gonna appear behind you somewhere.
Yeah.
At some point, he ties a girl up, ties another girl upside down. You'd be into this, and she's naked, upside down, tied by chains.
Okay.
He grabs a saw, and starts from vagina all the way down.
Okay.
However,
I don't know why you think I'd be into this.
You wouldn't?
Not the sawing portion.
Okay, well, the funny thing about it is, halfway
what happens when it gets to the chain?
It's an actress at some point, and at some point it's obviously not an actress.
Oh, okay.
But my favorite part is that he starts from the top, right? From the fucking hip bone, like vagina down, right?
Yeah.
And blood squirts everywhere, you know, classic effects. And then they look at the girl that he tied up that's watching this. It's her best friend. And they look back, and they look back at him, and he's already by the tits.
Oh.
Like 5 saws in, like you hear the sound, and they turn back, he's already at the tits. It's like, no fucking way. Even with a chainsaw, that would take him like 10 fucking minutes.
What happened when it got to the chains?
Huh?
She tied it with rope or chain?
She's chained from the ankles.
Oh, from the ankles. Okay, I was a bit like, she's wrapped in chains. It's not going to get through that.
Chains. No, she's on 2 ankle chains up. How the fuck did he set that up in a warehouse that's not his? A whole nother problem. But the fact that like it took like 5 hits for him to get to the tits, and then by that, and then they look away again, and then he's by the head, and then she splits apart completely. You know, like, but that was way too easy. I don't know if you try to saw through bone. Like, I've made steak before.
He's clearly superhuman. He's a magical clown. I'm assuming he has a magical saw.
But that movie just, oh god, it was so fucking bad. Here, let me see. Like, that's a good thing to show you because you never heard of it.
I mean, yeah,
that excites me.
We can put that on the
after.
On the after.
So reactions are only going to what? OnlyFans?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Or OnlyFans or Patreon?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll just record it first. Figure out where to put it later. Yeah.
Right.
How much you want to charge for like a video reaction of us?
I don't know yet. I'll have to see.
Because I would make the subscription free.
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of sexy content to post, but like.
We'll start with sawing a naked woman in half.
I say we make some free content first so people get hooked. And then we start charging per video. I think the subscription, like monthly thing, is more of a Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think our OnlyFans should be free, but then per video we charge like $5-10 for a reaction of
fun little things.
And we'll take requests.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I want to see you guys react to this fucking butthole video.
Yeah, because I don't watch any like B movies or anything like that. I've seen The Room.
But see, horror movies I think is more of a Patreon content.
Yeah, I haven't really watched any B horror movies. I don't like them.
Fucking brilliant. I didn't think of this before. A lot of B movies are R-rated or even further, like NC-17, which means a lot of sex scenes that we cannot review on YouTube,
right,
or anywhere else except like Patreon or OnlyFans. So that might be the way to do it. You know, we have to sort of like I think we need an output for some of the shitty, like horrible content.
There's a lot of really bad stuff out there. A lot of stuff that I mean. It seems pretty freaking deviant.
Sounds like a tagline for some kind of a podcast.
Yeah, somewhere. Begrudgingly.
Freakingdeviant.com, guys. I got to put all the links on the website now because the website doesn't have any of the links for, what is it, Instagram, Patreon.
Yeah.
I made a Facebook page, which I don't know if it's published or not. I got to fucking double
Twitter.
check. I didn't make a Twitter. I forgot about Twitter.
Make a Twitter?
Yeah. I don't tweet. But,
well, I guess you are now.
Yeah, I'll give you the... My Twitter's connected to Facebook, so technically everything that fits on a tweet from Facebook gets automatically posted.
Yeah.
Which might be the way to do it, because if I manage my own Facebook and then like the freaking Deviant Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, website, it's going to be a mess. Like, I'm definitely putting a lot on myself to do this. I intend to give you all the passwords, so if you have a thought...
Yeah, and that's something I wanted to do is more educational content, because I know a lot.
Yeah, that was the purpose of it. The purpose.
It was the purpose.
Purpose. I'm American. I swear. I promise. I know I'm brown, but I'm definitely American now. Paid for it.
Wait, you're what?
I'm American.
Oh, okay.
American. I'm from Texas now.
You're from Texas?
I'm from Austin, Texas. Austin, California.
Austin's not a real Texas city.
No,
everybody knows
we're in Austin, California. We got... Did we just get our first comment on Facebook? Who's watching? Who's watching this garbage? Amy Hunt, brother from San Antonio, 13th floor. Sorry, my bother. You're not bothering us?
No, sorry, my brother. You can't read.
Oh, sorry. You know, people sometimes start like, sorry to bother you. Like, you're not bothering me. Why would you say that?
I mean, I bother you sometimes.
No, you don't. When have you ever bothered me?
Oh, that's fair.
I think I bother you more. I used to show up to your place unannounced, just to, like fucking do something.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, you haven't done that to me ever.
No, I usually ask.
Yeah, usually I know you're coming. You still just walk in like you're welcome, which you're probably right.
I mean, should I start knocking again?
No.
Okay.
It's been rare that I'm fucking on the living room, so you don't have to worry about that very often. And I think if you walked in on me having sex, you'd probably watch. I can't imagine you go like, oh, I'm sorry. Would you? I have no idea.
I'd probably come in, ask, be like, hey, you want me to leave or can I make a sandwich?
Let me grab a drink. Oh, we got David over here. You're both bothering me at the moment. Why the fuck are you watching? What the fuck? Yeah, I put this on your computer.
No. I hope we're bothering you in the correct direction. Sometimes that itch just...
You have to scratch it. You can't not scratch it.
It's bothering you, and... thank you.
He's watching your shit.
I hope so. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I have a well-regulated diet.
What the fuck? Is it brown, or do we have a color variation? Do we have a chart?
Yeah, no, there's a chart for it actually.
Good,
It's
good.
one of the few like things. Did you know they have a? This is something I found out recently, and I didn't know why this is.
It says, be careful having sex with the ghost. That's a ghost, right? The correct duration of bother, a
Thesis by
This is-
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. I don't understand that.
He goes, "Oh bother."
Oh my god. I didn't watch Winnie the Pooh growing up. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, yeah, I don't expect. you to, yeah.
I must have seen it, but at that age, it was in Spanish.
Yep.
So there's no way I would understand that.
No,
Interesting.
no, that's something that we should do. Actually, I'm very excited.
What
Maybe you guys
childhood
might
shit?
be. Is his childhood stuff in Spanish?
Yeah.
If you rewatch it again, some of the things like Disney that you watched
Yeah.
in Spanish
Yeah, I
that
know.
you haven't seen in English, and then watching the two and seeing what the differences were.
Yeah, I know.
That would be interesting. I would want. I would want to. I just touched the mic.
Like this?
Jeez.
Test.
I would be interested in that because I want to know what the sort of the cultural differences between like the Spanish version and the American version. Like what's going on there.
That's an interesting. You know, Coco has a Spanish and an English version, and there's a lot of stuff that just didn't get translated properly, and I was just
Really?
like, what?
Yeah, because I would love to sit down maybe again for
You know,
the,
it's funny.
for the Patreon thing.
I was
Like, that'd be
recently
cool.
so Shrek is one of those movies that like right when I got to the country, and there's a part in there. Now I know both of them in Spanish and in English, but there's a part in there where Donkey goes in the morning, I'll make waffles.
Right.
In Spanish, I shit you not, he says I make tamales.
Ah.
I'm like, why? Why did they translate it like that? That's such a. First of all,
That's
tamales take
clearly-
a whole day to make. You
Yeah.
can't just make them for breakfast. It's not like waffles. They just mix some shit and put it in the machine.
Yeah,
and does
put it in
the
the
thing.
machine, it
That
does
is
the
such an American thing,
Yep.
right? The easiest 5-minute
Clearly-
breakfast. While
clearly.
tamales take fucking hours to make.
Yeah, clearly waffles don't exist in Mexico.
Waffles-
Clearly.
Of course they don't. That's not a thing we do. I never heard of a waffle until I came to this country.
I love America.
That's such a weird like connection. Like why? I don't know. That's very interesting. I love how now we're getting views. Like what's happening here?
People are finally figuring it out. That's
It's a little late. Well, to be fair, we started early for our normal content. But
Yeah,
I guess
early
it's
for normal
Sunday.
content.
People just got out of church, right? Now they're coming to watch our shit.
They got out of church at like 7. I don't know.
Enclave Blanca was like that on Netflix. I don't know what Enclave Blanca.
This might be something to watch if you've never seen it.
I gotta look. What is it? Anime?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay. But yeah, that's just one of those things that when I see translations, I'm like, why did they translate it like? I love there is words in Spanish that insults, like chinga tu madre, or like there's a bunch of insults that they translate in like asshole, and I'm like, that's not what he said. Some of the insults in Spanish are way deeper because chinga tu madre means fuck your mother,
Ah, I see.
and nobody ever translates it like that because whoa, that's out there. I saw Dave repeated obnoxious comment, and I figure I was missing something. Oh, they're arguing. Oh, dope! There's an argument on our chat.
I don't think so. I think they're just.
They're just fucking with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they join at the end of the podcast. Like we've been here for
That's
an
okay.
hour.
We have the podcast up at certain places. You know.
Yeah. I love that now. Like we have not seen it, but it's actually the Facebook comments are here.
Oh, see,
only-
there's a whole new setup that I'm used to. Like, there's a lot going on.
I
here.
forgot to put this chat on the other side because this is the Twitch.
Oh,
This is Twitch and YouTube, and this is the Facebook
yeah,
comments.
there's a lot of stuff going on here, and it
I'm
looks very
sorry, I
technical.
confused
I
you.
can't wait to mess it all up.
That's why I don't let you run it.
I
At some
would
point, I'll get
tell-
a secondary screen for you.
And all it will do is it'll be a screen with a computer. None of the buttons do anything.
I'll fake. I'm just gonna pretend.
Yeah, pretend buttons, and I'll be typing on it
you're
the
in
entire
charge.
time.
Have you seen The Office where like I opened what is it? I have a website for a blog, and it's not a blog. It's just a Word document, and I put an address on top.
Yeah,
But here's
that.
we haven't done any of our new toys here. We actually have a Stream Deck. Where
Yeah, it's really cool. It has
it's kinda-
buttons. I'm a
so it's
poke
like a soundboard. What do you press? The more you know. That's not the right moment for it.
Oh, my bad.
What is the other one? Where like so when someone's lost, we got the John Travolta.
Oh, we have John Travolta.
The John Travolta lost. We have the this one's they can hear it.
Oh God!
That's overdriving shit.
Oh my God! That legitimately got me. That was I wasn't expecting the just that was very loud.
That was kind of loud, yeah.
That was very loud. What the crap?
And the last one I have here
Oh.
is...
Nothing is impossible.
Jeez. It's so loud.
When we have green screen shit, you have to put it on a podcast. It's brilliant.
Oh,
I don't know.
jeez.
I have a bunch of them, by the way. This is the only ones I put buttons for.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it's exciting. But on that note, it looks like we're out of time.
Oh yeah, out of time.
Thank you guys
That's
very
okay.
much.
We'll be
for
back
watching.
next week, guys.
We'll be back next week. The plan is to do it every Sunday, like a church.
Sunday, and we're probably gonna have additional content coming out throughout the week, hopefully.
Yeah, we gotta make some reaction stuff for.
We
I
got
keep
some
thinking Pornhub. It's OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
So we got an OnlyFans and a Patreon. All the information will be on the website freakingdeviant.com soon enough. And follow us on Instagram for it's a Freaking Deviant, and follow us on Twitch, which is the Freaking the Deviant, and on YouTube also the Freaking the Deviant. So thank you guys for watching. Life is chaos.